Is Apple making the right choice with the iPhone 17 Pro, or have they gone too far with this new design? That's what many are wondering after seeing the latest leaks of the device. For years, Apple has stuck with a very similar look for their iPhones, but it looks like things are changing with the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max. If the rumors are true, the biggest change will be in the camera design. The cameras on these models are set to sit within a much larger island at the back of the phone. While the triple camera setup remains the same, it now sits in a more expansive and elevated section, giving the phone a more noticeable and bold look. This new design has already sparked mixed reactions from people. Some feel it looks too bulky or maybe even out of place, while others are starting to appreciate the change as more case renders with bright, appealing colors start to appear. It seems that when the design is paired with the right case, the iPhone 17 Pro has a fresh, modern vibe. Even those who typically avoid using phone cases are starting to admit that the right color choices really help enhance the look. Still, it's clear this new design might not be for everyone. Apple seems to understand that, though. If the larger camera island feels overwhelming, users can likely opt for the base iPhone 17, which will maintain the familiar look of the iPhone 16, keeping things clean and simple. There's also the rumored iPhone 17 Air, which seems to sit somewhere between the Pro and base models in terms of design. This version will feature a large camera island, but with a different shape, taller and narrower. Early renders show it having a design that could be easily mistaken for a Google Pixel, and from a distance, it might look very similar. So while Apple is going for a more daring approach, it appears they are offering alternatives for people who might not be sold on this new look. Meanwhile, other major players in the phone industry, like Samsung and Google, appear to be sticking to their current design strategies. The upcoming Galaxy S26, for example, is expected to keep a similar look to its predecessors. Samsung already moved away from sharp edges, and the design seems to be working for them. Google, on the other hand, has established a strong, recognizable identity with its Pixel phones, and they seem content with their direction. Apple's decision to take a different path is a bit of a gamble. Personally, I'm not entirely sure how well the iPhone 17 Pro's new design will age. It might end up creating a divide between users who love the bold changes and those who prefer to stick with the simpler or more traditional models. However, it's important to give Apple credit for trying something new, even if it might not be a hit with everyone. Beyond the design, there's also talk that Apple is working on a new Pro version and even a foldable iPhone by 2027. The foldable phone market is heating up, and if Apple can pull it off, it could take things to a whole new level. But that will depend on whether they can make the foldable iPhone work as expected, without sacrificing the user experience. The only downside to all these changes might be the cost. With the ongoing tariff situation and potential increases in import taxes, it's possible that these new iPhones could become more expensive, making them harder for average consumers to afford. That's something Apple will need to keep in mind as they launch these new models. As Apple reveals more details in the coming months, we'll get a clearer picture of how all these changes will play out. Stay tuned and make sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any future updates on the iPhone 17, Samsung, and other exciting tech news. Can you imagine spending over $2,000 or even $3,000 on an iPhone? It might sound crazy, but with the way things are going between the United States and China, it could become a reality very soon. Right now, the US-China trade war is heating up fast. The US has placed a massive 245% tariff on products coming from China, and China has responded with a 125% tariff of its own. But it doesn't stop there. China is also cutting off the export of rare earth minerals, which are essential in making smartphones and other electronics. China controls about 70 to 80% of these materials, so this move could seriously hurt US tech companies. One of the biggest companies caught in the middle is Apple. While other phone makers like Samsung do most of their manufacturing in places like Vietnam, Apple still relies heavily on China. In fact, about 90% of iPhones are made in China. This puts Apple in a tough spot. Recently, Apple had to ship around $2 billion worth of iPhones from India to the US just to avoid production issues in China during the ongoing conflict. There's even talk of making iPhones in the United States, but that wouldn't be easy. Building new factories would cost Apple billions, and some reports it could push the price of an iPhone all the way up to $3,500. That's just not realistic for most people. For now, smartphones like the iPhone have been temporarily excluded from tariffs, but that protection might not last much longer. Special tariffs on smartphones, laptops, and semiconductors could come soon. If that happens, prices are expected to go up by 15 to 20%. That would push the top-tier iPhone 17 Pro past the $2,000 mark. At the moment, it costs Apple around $550 to build an iPhone. If manufacturing shifts or material costs rise, those numbers will go up, and you can bet those extra costs will be passed on to customers. Meanwhile, the iPhone 17 Pro is expected to bring big camera improvements. Apple may finally add a 48-megapixel 5x zoom lens, meaning all three rear cameras, the wide, ultra-wide, and zoom, could shoot at 48 megapixels. This will give users a consistent high-resolution photo and video experience, possibly even with 8K video across all lenses. Along with hardware upgrades, iOS 19 is also expected to get a fresh look. According to recent leaks, Apple might be adding more animated elements to the entire interface. For example, lock screen toggles could move based on how you're holding your phone, and app icons might slightly change shape when you tap them. These changes could make the iPhone feel more dynamic without being a huge visual shift. As for design, new hands-on leaks show the iPhone 17 Pro with a cleaner look. Instead of a bold black camera bump, Apple might go with a color-matched camera area that blends into the back of the phone. It's a small change, but one that makes the phone look a little more polished. Of course, all of these updates, new cameras, new software, and a new look, won't matter if people can't afford the phone. The trade war between the US and China could ruin Apple's entire release strategy if prices go too high or if production slows down. Is Samsung finally ready to take the next big step in foldable phones? It looks like we're getting very close. If recent reports are true, Samsung is preparing to begin mass production of its upcoming foldable phones, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and the Galaxy Z Flip 7, as early as next month. These two models are expected to be officially announced in July 2025, and this year Samsung might be expanding the foldable family even more by introducing a new, more affordable option, rumored to be called the Galaxy Z Flip FE. According to a new report from South Korea, Samsung Display, the company that makes the foldable OLED panels for Samsung phones, has already started making the screens for the Fold 7 and Flip 7. These panels will soon be delivered to Samsung Electronics, which plans to begin full-scale production of the phones in May. All of this happens mostly in Vietnam. Both Samsung Display and Samsung Electronics have large facilities there, and most Galaxy devices are assembled in Vietnam before they are shipped to countries around the world, including the United States. This timeline lines up well with Samsung's usual launch plans. The company typically holds its Summer Unpacked event in July, where it reveals its latest foldable devices. The Fold 7 and Flip 7 are expected to come with performance upgrades, software enhancements, and possibly some design changes. While we don't have confirmed specs just yet, fans are expecting slimmer bodies, better cameras, and improved battery life. The most interesting part of this year's foldable release might be the rumored Galaxy Z Flip FE. This would be a lower-priced version of the Flip, aimed at people who want the foldable experience without paying flagship-level prices. However, Samsung may choose not to release it at the same time as the other two devices. Instead, the company could wait until later in the year, possibly around October or November, to give the Fold 7 and Flip 7 time to shine on their own. There's a good reason for this strategy. If the more affordable Flip FE comes out at the same time as the Flip 7, it could take away some of its sales. By giving each phone its own launch window, Samsung avoids this issue and gets more attention for each model. There's also another foldable phone people are curious about, a trifold device that Samsung has been working on for some time. This phone would fold in more than one place and could give users a much larger screen and a pocket-sized device. However, it's still unclear if this model will launch in 2025 or if Samsung will wait a bit longer to perfect the technology. For now, the focus is clearly on the Fold 7, Flip 7, and possibly the Flip FE. And if Samsung sticks to its schedule, we're only a few months away from seeing these new devices hit the market. Foldable phones have become more popular in recent years, and Samsung continues to lead this category. While other companies like Google and Motorola have joined the competition, Samsung's experience and production capabilities give it a big advantage. The introduction of a more affordable model could help attract even more users and grow the foldable market further. So if you've been thinking about getting a foldable phone, this might be the right year. Whether you prefer the large, tablet-like screen of the Fold or the compact, stylish Flip design, Samsung is about to give you new choices. And with the possible addition of the Flip FE, there may be a foldable phone for almost every budget. We'll keep an eye on all the latest updates, leaks, and official news. If you want to stay in the loop, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.